Joining me this morning to share more about the group is the band's founder and lead vocalist, Scott Bell. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning. Happy to be here.
Thank you for being here. Yeah, so this is exciting. Let's talk about the Makers Out. What is your sound? What can people expect when they go out to hear you?
Oh, thanks. Yeah, so the Makers Out is kind of a multimedia project that happens to be a band.
I love that.
And yeah, it's I would say the sound is theatrical, cinematic folk music.
Okay.
We kind of cover a lot of ground into chamber music and rock and roll and so after years of working for as a music producer, and I've been the production manager at Guthrie Green for the last decade, and in working with lights and sound and stagecraft and lots of bands supporting them, I'm kind of putting all of those efforts into my own project, and so we bring together a lot of incredible musicians into this project with some really cool light shows. And
yeah, no, that's awesome. So you have kind of this long, extensive resume working with Guthrie Green and able to put that into now your own music.
That's right.
So that's definitely exciting. Let's talk about your new song that's coming out, Emerald Fireflies. Tell us about that. What's the storyline behind the song?
Thanks. Yeah, Emerald Fireflies, I'm really proud, is our first single out today. It was written as a response to an artist I really admire named Bill Callahan. He has a song called Our Anniversary. I took a lot of sort of melodic moments and applied them in from his song into this one, but really wanted to tell the story of growing up in Oklahoma. I grew up here, and it's about being here in the humid cicada sort of summers of Oklahoma and kind of looking at Oklahoma through a different lens.
I like that.
Of a native, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm definitely excited to hear that song, which we'll have a preview in just a bit. You're also playing on Thursday. Where are you playing at?
We're playing at the Whittier Bar, which is a great community hub. I love what they do there, and it's at Admiral and Lewis.
Okay.
We're playing with our friends Unwed Sailor. They're a great kind of theatrical post-rock band.
Yeah.
It should be a really fun event.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be a blast this upcoming Thursday. So when did your band form?
That's a good question. It's honestly been a studio project for most of its inception. We've performed a few times, Guthrie Green once, Low Down, the underground jazz club, and a few others. Largely, this is the first push of getting the material out there in front of everyone.
Sure. So since this is the first time, maybe many people will hear you across different platforms and things like that. Where do you see the Makers Out going from here?
Oh, that's a great question. We're pretty ambitious. Like I mentioned, through all the stagecraft and the lighting, I want to give people the experience. Sometimes you're sitting in the audience and you're, in this instance, you're watching us, but at some point, I'd like you to be able to move through what we do as well. So like installations, and we have some music videos coming out that are really wonderfully shot and tell a really beautiful story as well, and those will be out in the next 6 months or so. We're releasing several singles in a row, and some of those will be part of that.
Well, that's exciting. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to tell folks where they can find more information about your band, and we're going to have a preview coming up. So first, Emerald Fireflies is now streaming. They're also performing, the Makers Out is performing Thursday at 9 p.m. at Whittier Bar. And for more information, just visit themakersout.com. Now, here is a preview of the Makers Out first single, Emerald Fireflies.